Ba-dum, ba-dum, I walk alone, I walk alone. Ba-dum, ba-dum, I walk alone, I walk I say I wish that I was back.
Oh, shut up! Can you not be quiet for 5 minutes?
But I must practice my art.
You do not have an art to practice. You don't even know the lyrics. Right, brain?
You cold!
When is the earworm remover arriving from Amazon?
About 3 to 5 working days. Same time as your Rubik's Cube. Though, why you still play with toys is beyond me, to be honest.
They are not toys, they keep my spatial reasoning skills sharp.
Anyways, I hope that earworm remover doesn't arrive. I mean,
I do not want to hear it.
I just don't see why you have to get rid of him. I mean, look at the little fella. He's kind of cute.
Hey, bum, bum, bum. Got any grapes?
Our productivity is down 34% since he got in.
Yeah, and? I mean, what's the dreamer doing that's so important that we can't have little background music?
Studies show that a restful sleep is of the utmost importance in maintaining both physical and mental health.
Oh, which is why they're asleep at 4 p.m.
The one that's filled with weeds and garden gnomes.
Shut up! I hate you, I hate Green Day, and I hate that stupid song!
Hate me? Nah, I'm just a worm.
I wonder where it picked it up from.
Oh, I fear that current events have spurred a second coming of the emo phase. This is truly terrible.
Well, you ain't looking right. Emos have great music.
Oh, heck yeah! Also, I loved that studded belt. You know what I want to read again? My Immortal...
Stop it! No, it is here I must put my foot down. Oh, no, wait, I do remember. It was from Panto's Labyrinth.
Oh, man, yeah, of course. We never finished telling that story, did we?
Stuff happened.
Well, I mean, the dreamer is asleep again. What if we finish telling the story? Ha! Just kidding. I mean, unless...
Well, I'll help you finish the story if you take that damn earworm outside.
He's just gonna get in again. They always do. Alright, come on then, Wormy.
So, Panto's Labyrinth. Where were we? Yes. The Pale Horse's Lair.
Hello? Excuse me, is there someone there? I can see your outline behind the curtain. Can you hear me? Oh God, I'm sorry for screaming. I didn't mean to disturb you, sir. Sir? Ugh, I wouldn't put it past Dobbin to send me on a fool's errand. Maybe this is just a statue. Although, why anybody would want to craft something so horrifying is beyond me. Jeez, that gave me a fright. Cold as marble, with the sword just leant up against it. Not much of a quest. Were they all in on it? Quintus, Sextus and Septimus? Mean joke to play if so. God, it's hot in here. Well, I suppose there's nothing to stop me from having a drink after all. I mean, what could a statue possibly do to me? Cheers to the easiest task I've ever had to do.
You don't belong here, child.
You're real.
And you broke the rules. You stole from me.
I didn't mean to. I thought they were joking.
Princess Ophelia. You are Princess Ophelia, are you not?
Yes?
Well, Ophelia, you must be punished for your transgressions. To me, your choices are quite apparent. Either you live here with me, becoming Servant Octavian, or you don't live at all.
I don't want to stay with you. I've seen how your servants are forced to live. They're not allowed to eat or drink from your table, even though you have all this food and they just have soup. You're wicked, and they're terrified of you.
I'm the wicked one?
Yes.
You think I am the one you should be scared of?
Yes!
You blame me when I am the one whose house you broke into, whose food you ate, and whose sword you took.
That's not fair. I didn't mean...
Of course you didn't. Young girl, you're in my palace hall stealing. You're on your tippy toes creeping around like no one knows, acting so criminal. Eyeballs on both my hooves, and you don't say thank you or please. You do what you want when you're wanting to. My soul so cynical. So you're a tough guy, think your life's so rough guy, taking all my stuff guy, just can't get enough guy. You're that sad type, make your mama mad type, don't care who you spite type, gonna steal my sword right, but I'm the bad guy. Nah. Tell me, would you be in this situation if Dobbin had not told you to come here?
No. Wait, you know about Dobbin?
Did Dobbin prepare you for what you were going to find?
He tried to.
Really? Because of course it's in Dobbin's best interests for you to get back home, isn't it?
What do you mean?
Oh, he didn't tell you.
Didn't tell me what?
Well, in the days after the princess's disappearance, there was a lot of suspicion placed on her royal guard. Just how could they let her escape?
I don't understand.
Dobbin was the head of the royal guard.
But he told me he didn't know what had happened.
Rumour has it that he even encouraged the princess to escape, knowing what fate would await her.
I don't think...
You have to think. Do not blindly trust Dobbin, just because he is the first person you met who knows who you are. He didn't have to send you on this quest.
Really?
Of course not. What sort of parents would ask their missing child to go through such an ordeal? Dobbin knows where the gates of the Underworld are. He could have taken you straight to your family. Child?
He lied to me.
He did.
I trusted him.
I know. This wasn't your fault, Princess. I did not know how he had treated you. You can go. Keep Caliburn too. It's not like I can use that sword anyway.
Really?
Anything to dismantle the status quo of the Underworld. Go on. Remember what I have told you. Dobbin is playing his own game. Don't let him manipulate you.
Thank you, sir. What should I tell him?
When his crimes come to light, let my brother know that I was the one to tell you what he did.
Brother, Okay. Thank you. I owe you so much. I won't forget.
I heard you scream. Are you all right?
Quintus? Sextus? Septimus, what are you doing here?
We came looking for you, of course. Are you all right?
Yeah, nothing happened.
See? Told you you'd be fine, didn't we? There's no need to worry about that old statue. Hakuna Matata. That's my motto.
What's a motto?
Nothing. What's a motto with you?
Guys, I'd love to stay and chat, but I have to leave.
Now? What? You won't even stay for some soup?
Are you sure? I've put some oregano in it. It's superb.
What? Sorry, I didn't catch that.
It's superb. Soup. Herb? Ugh. No worries. I'll speak chowder.
Where's the front door?
Down here. Don't worry, we'll get you there quickly. No need to run. A brisk walk will do.
Thank you.
No one comes visiting for years, and then we get 2 in one night. It's beyond belief. It's like Piccadilly Circus around here. What do you want?
Hello! I'm Ophelia's friend. I've come to collect her.
Is this true, Ophelia?
I guess I'm going with him. Thank you, Quintus Sextus Septimus.
Well, we've got a long night ahead, so let's get going. Come along, Ophelia.
What a strange young lady.
Did she bring that sword here with her?
No, I don't believe she did. Dirty thief.
Here we are, the gate of the Underworld. Welcome home, Ophelia.
So then, Dobbin, what's my final task?
Beyond those gates there is a river. On the river there is a man in a boat. He is fishing. He has been fishing for the last eternity. His name is the Fisher King.
But what's my task?
It's in 2 parts.
Of course.
The first part is to get through the gate. It is guarded by a fierce dog with 3 heads, the monster known as Kerberos. Get past him and head across the river. I will meet you on the other side.
Dob... Why does he always have to disappear like that? Okay, first things first, I have to get through the gate. That's simple enough. It's in 2 parts. Of bloody course it is. He's drawing this out more than the Hobbit franchise. I really don't trust Dobbin or these silly tasks anymore. But there's no harm playing along for the time being so he doesn't suspect anything. It's not like I know my way to the King and Queen without him. At least I have this sword. Hold on. Who are those people over there? They seem to be shouting about something. Do they have climate marches down here?
Cry for me. Weep for me.
Oh, unhappy people.
What's going on? Are you okay?
We're dead. We're dead.
Our souls survive, but we're dead.
Oh, so you're trying to get into the Underworld too?
We are, but there's a huge great dog blocking the gate.
Well, there's no I in Cerberus, but there is an us. Why don't we work together?
Actually, there is no us in Kerberos. Cerberus being the incorrect Latin rendering of the Greek word. Kerberos had a hard K and ends in os, not us. Coming from the Greek stem words ker and erebos, meaning death and darkness. Honestly, the Disneyfication of ancient Greek mythology has ruined the classical education of your generation.
Excuse me, Professor.
What?
Do you know where else you can find os?
Where?
In Get Lost.
You know what? Perhaps I will. I did not get a PhD to be treated like this!
It's him. He's here.
Who dares to disturb our sleep?
Why aren't you cowering?
Oh, he's just a pupper.
He's a 3-headed monster.
I think he's dangerous.
That's more sensible, thank you.
Really cute. What a good boy.
He's the guardian of the Underworld, not a family pet.
All dogs, even monstrous ones, are good boys. Oi, Kerberos. He's a good boy.
Oh, I am.
Me too.
I am such a good boy.
Very good. Yes, very good indeed.
I am Ripper, the Soul Render, Heart of Darkness and Lord of Despair.
I think you're a good boy too, aren't you? Are you a good boy?
No, I'm Ripper the Soul Render, Heart of Darkness, Lord of Despair.
Well, statistically, you are 2/3 good boy. Does that not make you a little good?
Perhaps.
Will you let me get to the sticks?
Sticks? Where?
Throw it! Throw it!
Idiots. We will let you pass.
We will?
We will. The sticks! I never imagined in all of my death that I would see the sticks.
Oh, it's just a pity we can't cross it.
Can't cross it? Why?
For the same reason we couldn't pass Kerberos. No money.
You need a gold coin to pay Charon, the boatman.
And we were buried without any.
Well, that's no problem. I've got 2 in my pocket. Does this Sharon accept old pound coins?
It's Charon. And he should, indeed. Are you sure?
Of course. It's only £2.
Thank you.
No worries.
Are you ready, my darling, to cross the river to our eternal lives?
I am, my love.
How sweet of you. I guess death was not to part them after all.
Who are you?
I'm the Fisher King.
Why does your boat say ferry? I thought it was Sharon who ferried people to the Underworld.
It's Chiron, and it is.
Then what are you doing?
Fishing!
In the sticks?
No, with a stick. People in the know call this a rod.
Interesting. Is the catch good today?
Not particularly. Anything that lives in the sticks is either dead or immortal, so I never catch anything. It's my Achilles heel.
Do you know how I could cross?
Toss a coin to your Chiron.
Any coin? I have 5p.
It has to be a gold coin, I'm afraid.
Well, I don't have a gold one. I gave my money to those 2 lovers.
That's sad. I wish I could help you.
You do own a boat.
It's a fishing boat.
It says ferry on the side.
Does it? I can't read. I prefer to fish.
You can't read?
I tried learning the alphabet, but I got lost at sea.
Oh, isn't that difficult?
I've got a high enough net income without it.
Look, will you give me a ride across?
I wish it were that easy. The oars won't row themselves.
I'll hold your rod. Your fishing rod, that is. So you can row.
Well, that solves it. Welcome aboard. Sit down. Now, hold on to this. Be careful. It's sophisticated equipment. Row, row, row your boat on the river Styx. Dead or immortal, you will catch a fish. Now, your turn.
To sing?
Of course.
Okay. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream.
Those aren't the words, but I forgive you.
Thank you.
And here we are, the other side of the Styx.
Brilliant, you've really done me a favour.
No worries, my dear. I'll just clean up my bait box here, and then I'll be off. Wave me over if you want another trip.
So you've met the Fisher King.
Ah, God! You need to stop sneaking up on me. Every time I'm minding my own business, and suddenly my senses are all like, he's behind you. Can't you just get my attention like a normal person?
You defeated Kerberos.
I walked past a dog.
And yet the blade Caliburn stolen from the pale horse has still not tasted blood. That must change.
Must it?
The Fisher King.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. He seems like a nice, if aquatically obsessed man.
He calls himself a king.
So, he's harmless.
The Fisher King is a usurper. Your father is the king of the Underworld.
And he would want me to do this?
Would I ask you to do it if he didn't?
Your sibling says you would.
Did he now?
He said I didn't have to do these tasks.
Did he?
He said you were the one who convinced me to leave the Underworld.
He was wrong.
Was he?
I can explain.
I don't want to hear it.
I never told you to leave. I just explained what the human world was like. You were interested.
I was a child. Go away, Dobbin. I don't need your help. I can find my way to my parents on my own.
Ophelia, you don't understand. Everything I ever did, I did it for your father. I just wanted to be held in his esteem, to be liked. I wanted my achievements to be recognized. Is that so bad?
Leave me alone. You're not going to delay this for any longer than you already have.
Do you remember?
Does it matter?
How can you be angry with me if you don't remember?
I know enough, Dobbin. If I were you, I would make my way back to the Labyrinth if you don't want me to run you through with my sword.
The Labyrinth? With its damp stones and boring invertebrates? You want to exile me there? Be reasonable, Ophelia.
Why did you tell me to leave? Be honest.
If your disappearance made the palace take note, then your rescue would have indebted your father to me forever.
You're disgusting. Go away.
Ophelia,
It's no less than what you deserve. Go! I exile you. Go!
You'll regret this, Ophelia.
Not when I have the portal between the realms sealed. Dob in, more like Dob out. Something tells me the palace is close. Is it memory? An instinct? Those big signs pointing to it? I don't know. Feel like I've been here before. It's cold, but not scarily so. It feels like home. Another gate, like the one in my back garden. This all feels so familiar. Have I been here before? The metal feels warm.
Ophelia.
It's that voice again, the one that led me to the labyrinth.
Open the gate, Ophelia.
Something's coming back to me. Are these my memories? I've got to go on.
Welcome home, Princess.
Your Majesties. Hey, why are dogs bad storytellers?
Why?
Well, because they only have one tail. Badum tish.
Why are you a bad jester?
Why?
Because you only have one joke.
I know more than one. What do you get when you combine a rhetorical question and a joke?
A very dead jester.
Sweetheart, please.
Okay, did that one not buddy your crumpets? Don't worry, there's plenty more in my repertoire. What's funny? Clothes. Everyone loves clothes. I went to buy some camouflage trousers the other day, but I couldn't find any. Badum tish.
Kerberos.
Yes, master? What do you want, master?
Can I destroy him, master?
Teach this joker a lesson.
Yes.
No. Kerberos?
Yes, mistress? What do you want, mistress?
Please let us eat him, mistress.
Sit down.
I'm sorry, dear.
I know.
It's been almost 20 years.
I know. I felt them just as much as you have. My mother says we just have to keep our spirits up and never stop hoping. There's nothing more we can do. We've looked everywhere we are able to look.
She's not coming back, is she?
I'll get it. Hey, when's the door? not a door. When it's ajar.
Don't think like that.
I'll never see her again. Sometimes I think I can imagine her face, but it's impossible. How much she must be suffering right now. The human world is no place for our little girl.
Ophelia!
Yes, the child we'll never see again.
No, it's Ophelia!
Mother, Father, I'm back!
I can still hear her voice sometimes.
Father, it's me! Look around!
Ophelia!
Mother, Father!
Is this the Princess Ophelia?
Yes.
I am honoured.
Mother, Father, I remember everything. Walking up the front path, seeing the castle. It's as if I never left.
Why did you ever leave us, my darling? We were so worried.
Dobbin convinced me to go. I'd never have done so if I thought it wasn't safe. I ended up in the human world with no memory of who I was or where I'd come from. It wasn't until I found the Labyrinth that I had any idea that magical objects and creatures even existed.
That blasted fawn. I should have known he'd have something to do with this. He never forgave me for... But no, there will be time to allocate blame later. I'm just glad to see you alive and well. And... Is that a sword?
The Pale Horse gave it to me, Father. He told me everything.
The Pale Horse? The monster?
He isn't as bad as all that, honest. I mean, he's scary and a bit murderous, and has eyes in places eyes should arguably not go, but he's not wholly evil. He told me the truth about Dobbin.
Then he will have to be rewarded for his candour.
I think a spot has opened in the kingdom's royal guard. Maybe after he gets a crash course in the redistribution of wealth. As for Dobbin, I think it's time he got a taste of his own medicine.
What do you mean?
He convinced me to go to the human world by telling me how wonderful it was, but he's never been there himself. I think he deserves at least a little holiday with the humans, don't you think?
If that's what you want, then we can make it happen. Everything is going to be okay, sweetheart. No matter what the odds were, you found your way back to us. You found your way home.
I'm glad to be back.
Come and give your parents a hug. It's been 19 years.
Oh, I thought of a joke. A good one.
What is it, you infernal little man?
What's the difference between Princess Ophelia and a tennis ball?
I don't know. What is the difference between Princess Ophelia and a tennis ball?
Well, one is heir to the throne, and the other is thrown into the air.
Balls.
Ophelia's the future queen.
Quarantine and your mood is low.
Pantomime is the place to go.
When they have the right music, swords you get to swing, you can do anything.
I am glad Ophelia came by. She is young and her hopes are high.
This is just a setback. Everything is fine.
The dreamer is in a trance.
And when they get the chance,
They see the future queen, young and sweet, only 19.
future queen. Who'd have thought that would be me? Oh yeah. I can rule, I can thrive. I'm having the time of my life.
Ooh, see that girl, final scene, Ophelia's the future queen. You're a mean one, you tried them all. Leave me exiled and then you're gone.
Looking at for a new god, anyone will do.
The dreamer is in a trance.
And when they get the chance,
They see the future queen, young and sweet, only 19.
Future queen, who'd have thought that would be me? Oh yeah. I can rule, I can thrive. I'm having the time of my life.
Ooh, see that girl, final scene, Ophelia's the future queen.
Is that the end? Was everything okay for Ophelia after that?
you know the story better than I do.
Are you crying?
No, and I thought I told you to take away that stupid earworm.
They see the future queen, young and sweet, only 19. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum.
Well, he came back with a new song and I just couldn't say no.
I swear he has some sort of psychic hold on you.
What, me? I'm just a worm.
Don't be silly, left brain. Anyway, we both know the story's not quite over yet.
Oh, well, would you like to finish it?
I started the story. It only seems right that you end it.
It is said that the princess reigned with justice and a kind heart for many centuries. She was loved by all of her subjects.
Except for a certain red and white spotted fawn who was reincarnated into an earthly creature. Fawns may not exist on Earth, but the princess decided that a pantomime horse was close enough.
And although he could no longer speak, his very presence would incite a longing for storytelling in the humans around him. Maybe even, one day, the story of his own unfortunate confrontation with a lost princess.
Whoa, meta!
And like all of us, Ophelia left behind small traces of her time on the earth, visible only to those who know where to look.
You might see it in the way a cat jumps away from water, or a caterpillar paces its leaf. It's everywhere, dreamer.
Look around you more. Take things in. The most beautiful scenes may be right behind you.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for listening. I'm Michael Canning and I had the pleasure to direct the show. I hope you enjoyed listening to it just as much as we enjoyed making it. Now, whilst the show is free, we are hoping to raise funds for a charity called Off the Record Bristol. They're a fantastic charity and do a lot of work supporting children and young adults struggling with their mental health. Now, with that being said, we'd like to take a second to thank everyone involved in making this project happen, including
Rory Green as Left Brain,
Megan Good as the right brain,
Louisa Chowns as Ophelia,
Fiona Defty as Mother,
James Purvis as Father and the Professor,
Alex Beevil as the eerie voice,
Stephen Murphy as Dobbin,
Jamie Davis as the Caterpillar,
Sophie Taylor as the Cheshire Cat,
Charlotte Bowyer as the Cat in the Hat,
Amber Saunders as Puss in Boots,
Emma Scanlon as Duck,
Eli Fox Robinson as Quintus,
Ben White as Septimus,
Ross Edwards as the Earworm,
Ellie Allen as the Pale Horse,
Bill Dryborough as Old Man,
Maisie Hare as Old Woman,
Nina Smith as Fido,
Hannah Kemp as Fluffy,
Chi Jun Chung as Ripper,
Catherine Harrison as the Fisher King,
Tim Buston as Jester,
John T. Hance as Hades,
Charlie Harris as Persephone.
Sound edited by Ellie Allen
and Tim Buston.
Produced by Fred Cascorini.
Thank you everyone for listening to Panto's Labyrinth, an audio pantomime written by Charlotte Bowyer.